Hello, everybody, and you are looking at a Ford Fiesta Rally body.
Yeah.
Guess what that means? We got a new toy.
Yep.
So let's go over to it, and we're going to do a build series on it.
We're doing it. Yep. Okay, so this is a Fiesta Rally. It's basically a four-wheel drive chassis, and we're making it into a speedrun car. So the record is 136 miles an hour. That's a lot. But my way may not be the right way or your way, but it's how I do it. So I like to start from the foundation. So the first thing I do is I make sure that every nut and bolt is tight, nothing's broken loose. And then for the control arms back here and the hubs, I make sure that there's no play, there's no slop in it. I mean, I got it loose right now, but there's no wiggle in any of these components because that's going to make a big difference at speed. I had these shocks sitting around, these Integy shocks. They came off the other Barbie Slash. They're lowered already, so I was content with them. What I try to do is have the rake of the car nose down so that it's not slammed to the ground, but it's pitching downwards so that it's harder to do a wheelie. Another thing we'll do is once you have your suspension ride height set, we'll run some fuel tubing in here on the shock shaft, leaving about a millimeter of a gap. That way when the car squats, it cannot go lower to wheelie. The Rally did not come with.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask about a wheelie bar.
That's, yeah, I know. I have a wheelie bar on my other one. Maybe we'll see, but we've been lucky so far. But so the Rally did not come with adjustable rod ends to do your alignment. I run zero camber and pretty much zero toe. So there's two in the back. In the front you can see there's a steering link and there's a camber link. So those were installed. They're a little finicky to get your wrench in there and so forth, but and then once they were installed, I put the wheels on, and I have to say these are MIP 17 mil hex adapters. This is the best product I've ever seen. They're just a beautiful product. They work like they should. There's no play in this hub, in or out. It's just a really good product because if your wheel comes off, you got a big problem. So once I have all that done, I will do an alignment with my my gauge. I don't know where it is right now, it's buried. But to get my zero camber, and then when I do my when I do my toe, I use my level, which is right here, and try and get it to be about level. And that gives you a good starting point. Some people like to have a little bit of the wheel pointing in a bit or maybe out a bit. It's all personal preference. I like running everything straight and true, and seems to work. Even though alignment should be done with everything in the car, battery, all the weight. Excuse me. So I'll do it again. The alignment is something that we do all the time. Even if the car is fine, we'll do an alignment before I put it away and go out next time. That's pretty much how I do it from the foundation up. And then my next part two of this would be going to a mod 34 tooth pinion gear. So I get rid of the slipper clutch completely, and I run a spool that I make myself. But that's for the next step of this, which would be gearing, engine mount, and things like that. The the last thing I do really is the electronics. If the foundation's good, the car's good, then I start moving things around and what ESC and what battery and where am I going to put it and what do I have to adjust, things like that. It's I think so far at this point I'm probably into the car for 8 hours because you really want to be fussy with the first part of this to make sure that everything is really good. With this car, I found the servo, the Traxxas servo, is pretty quick and it's pretty strong. Maybe should change it, but I'm going to go with it for now, including the bell cranks. They're just the stock plastic bell cranks. I'm gonna run it first and see what we can, any other problems. If we can get up there, 60, 70 miles an hour, then I might start going from there. So, but it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of work. And in Canada, parts are a problem. You're waiting for parts all the time. So that's step
Yep.
one.
Yeah, and then we're
Yep.
gonna do more in part 2, and we got this
Sorry for the
Fiesta
mess, but I don't usually
RC
work
pit
like this.
stop.
This is not how I usually work, but I just stopped last night.
Oh yeah, just such a mess.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I don't like to have a mess.
Oh. So yeah, so thanks once again to RC Pit Stop.
Oh yeah.
Our number one place to go for RC stuff, of course.
Yeah.
And
Great customer service.
yep, great customer service, friendly, lots of stuff. And yeah.
Definitely you should go there and check it out. They got a lot of stuff, neat stuff in there.
Oh yeah. So anyways, that's going to be part 1, and then part 2 is probably going to be shortly.
Yeah, I'm trying.
This is our first build series, so
Well, we're not showing you every nut and bolt being tightened and turned. I think that's really boring. I think I just want to show steps by steps. But if somebody wants
Yeah,
to see
'cause-
something
yeah.
particular, they can leave a comment, and I can show them what I do. By no means am I, some expert, but we've had some success. I'm just going to stick with what.
yeah,
been
you have
working for me.
WL Toys record so far, so.
Yeah, you can always learn, but everyone might do something. They might start something somewhere else. It's fine. I'm not saying my way is the only way, but this works for me, and I feel comfortable doing it this way. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking this out.
Yeah,
H&W RC Racing Channel. Bye.